Oh, g'day, all you timekeepers and bean breaking racers. Right, so we have an iPad and a timing box, T-box. So our iPad, our pin number is nice and easy to do, so push the home button twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done. Cool, we're open. Right, so FDS is the timing solutions company that we use, and like Takao, that sort of thing. So the application we're going to use is called Smart Chrono. So bring this up. Okay. Cool. We go into Smart Chrono. Alright. So those are the versions, making sure it is available. So we're going to want to set up a new competition. So go new. And it's going to be just a generic start with finish. So we don't need any enters, anything like that. So we're just going to go straight to start finish generic. We're going to call it, go back, because I'm lazy to push an X, QCC test. That works better. Cool, I'm going to set it for now. Cool, that's good as gold. And let's put a city of Queenstown because it's a bustling metropolis, right? Alright, so we can add lots of stuff in there. We can add country, who's organising it, Queenstown Car Club, all of that sort of stuff. And you can pick the sport too, so we'll go in there and we'll do that. So down the bottom here, we scroll through. Motorsport, look at that. And choose, you can break that down again to motorsport auto, motorcycle, all of that, that's all good. Either way, right. Go in, number of intermediates, none. When we're running our autocross, we do multi-run, so they call it training mode. But it just means that it's going to cycle through all of those competitors as many times until we've finished the competition itself. Format, hours, minutes, seconds, deciseconds, and we're going to hold the results time for, let's change that to 10 seconds. So that gives the person, timekeeper who's timekeeping, time to write that number down so we can get it on the board for everyone to keep it on time. Right, we're going to do a time precision down to 1/100ths, 1/1000ths isn't really too necessary in our game. We can add in penalties, yep, which we can do, and categories. We will add categories along the way. We'll go, so class B. Let's write that as class B. Cool. Just going to have one category for now, so we've got class B, good. Start gate identification is going to be start list. It's going to go in running order as we've set it below there. Automatic finish management, we don't not use this because it's very handy. So maximum runtime, DNF, let's just change that to, doesn't look, my finger's very well, too dry. 6 minutes. Cool, that's probably a bit too long. But as we'll find out, as we have found out, and as we will find out as our courses change, we're going to need a minimum run time, especially with all our dust and everything like that. So we can make sure someone who's going through the finish line, who has a dust 15 seconds later behind them coming through and going through the gates again, doesn't shut off that person who's halfway through. So if it's a 2-minute track course, then we can set that to something like close to that, but we'll say 1 minute and 45 seconds, because no one's going to be faster than that. But it gives that person a chance who's behind if we get dust through the gates at 1 minute and 10 seconds, because they're halfway around the track, then they don't get shut down. And we are good. Countdown on T-box, measure speed. So we're going to measure speeds as well. Speed in units, we go kilometers per hour. Distance, we're going to go kilometers. and input some distance and go 1.5. Cool. Alright, done. Next, we want to find our T-box. So this is the one we have here. So number 41-00938. So the 938 is the critical one. We have two T-boxes. The one we're choosing here, we have set up for as the main one is 938. Cool. Right, so we have a lock time of 0.1 seconds between gates at each gate for being broken. Right, so timing box here we have input B as our start and input A as our finish, as we can see that we've labelled. So we need to change that. We need to go, our start gate is now input B, and our finish gate is now input A. Cool, good to go. Next, add some competitors. I'm going to call him Bob. Cool, done, save and add. We're going to add another competitor. I'm going to call her Jessica. Why not? And we'll add another one called Clinton. Right, so our three competitors today we have, so save and exit. We can add in the gender, we can add in the city, national, category, which we will add in. We can modify all of these later on once we've entered them, but you can choose it here. So we can go and we can choose class B. Done. Cool, and then we can save and exit. Okay, so we have Clint, so we can go in now and we can change Jess's to class B. Done, save and exit. Bob's, same thing, category and class B. So they're all racing, same cars, racing a club car 3 times. Save the competition. Okay, we've got all our details which we got to first. We've got our timing parameters which we changed. We also can do online up to date. We have a competitor list. So we have our 3 competitors. Bob, Jess and Clint. We have start list, Bob, Jess and Clint, and we're ready to go. So we can now turn on our timing box. Going up. Cool, it's on, searching. We're not going to use any photo cells for the moment, but now we can go start competition. And we get to a point now where this iPad doesn't have data compatible, so we're ready to go based off of that. It's actually set up for the Wi-Fi in the house at the moment, so I don't need to use hotspot, which I'd normally use my phone, and just leave it sitting in the caravan. Cool, so we're ready to start timing. We are good. So what we do now is we have our cells set up and we do our Indian file, and it'll start logging times as people go through. But it won't actually affect any of this. Go through that soon. We're going to stop it at here and we'll come back in the next episode and walk through how to do DMFs, DNS, penalties, that sort of thing. Cool. Chat soon.